Hello everyone, Murray the Pie Man here for another run through Dark Forces. I do apologise for the lack of videos. Quite frankly, I've been busy and tired and various things, so yeah, just occasionally. Basically, life doesn't really lead to me maintaining this, and ultimately the thing that makes me money, such as my job and things that I have responsibilities for, such as my family, do take precedent over doing this. Also, I've been mucking about with other video games because I'm quite lazy. So it has been a while, so if I do look unfamiliar with the controls, then this is why. Now, I think I can't remember if we got a briefing first, but if you remember last time we were in a research facility and we nicked a bit of metal that was meant to have come from a dark trooper, and so now we're going to investigate the mines where that metal came from. So let's have a look. Cutscene happening. Right, so here we are. The metal found is called frick, a rare metal that they must be using for armouring the dark troopers. There's old Janors there. I have tracked down the known sources of frick and came to a selection of small moons in the Gromus system. It's probably not a coincidence. The Empire has a mining facility in that very system. It definitely is not. We need to take out the facility and slow down the Dark Trooper project and give us an edge over the Empire. At the main reactor there is an exchange coupling that leads to the central power grid. Place a sequencer charge in this coupling and it will cause the facility to do explode. Once the charge is laid, waste no time getting out of there. I'm just going to chill out. Okay, so basically go in. Basically what this is, for all they call it a sequencer charge, the way this works is you go in, you press a button and you leave. So that's kind of how this works. Let's see if I can remember what the controls are.
So, hello everyone. This is a later, for Murray the Pie Man of the future, or technically the past for everything now here. You might have noticed the sound wasn't up to the quality. Suffice to say, it's linked to my son's homeschooling setup. It means the sound in this video is going to be terrible. What I did notice is while you could hear me talking to an extent over like the intros and that sort of thing, the minute the music and the actual game sounds came up, you really couldn't hear anything. So I'm going to do my best to narrate the game. There might be some pauses and you might still hear me muttering in the background, so yeah, I do apologise. I re-record it, but frankly it's called my effort to so yeah, you can see here I'm struggling with the accuracy, but it's an interesting thing in these games. In fact, one of the things you might see if this one's better, interesting feature of these games is that they had a certain amount of auto-aim, so if a character was in a certain right position, the game would kind of avoid you looking up. That kind of harks back to the old Doom. Which obviously, Doom was, while it was a 3D game, it technically didn't have three-dimensional movement, for there were an appearance of up and down. It was kind of a pseudo up and down. You can see the auto-aim there. When there's someone in sight close enough, it kind of corrects. But yeah, this is just me making sure my super shield's still on. Yeah, but want to make sure that that I'm not going to. Oh, that was me switching on the super shield, rather, making sure that yes, that's. I'm not going to die, although it doesn't work. It's not the Hamel mode from Wing Commander. So yeah, that was kind of a holdover of those. Now, what I do like about this level is they've kind of given everything this red filter. Now, really, as far as I know, they've done that just by colouring everything. But it does actually make the place look dusty, which you'd expect for a mining facility. And indeed, the kind of facility sort of makes sense. I actually really just like carved out cannons. I'm chewing through ammo here, actually aiming really badly. Partly because I'm just back at it, and partly because I'm a terrible shot. But yeah, it does give the impression of it actually being, or at least I think with that and arguably the limited draw distance of games at the time, it did give the impression of a kind of a dusty planet with mine workings going on, which I thought was rather so yeah, you can see here I'm walking around the facility. I've basically got to get all the way down the length of the facility and then all the way back. One of the things that I did like, I think I pointed this out before, your stormtrooper rifle is actually quite inaccurate. Kind of making the old stormtrooper aim jokes there, and I quite like the idea that yes, it's just the issue with a blaster that's saying that's a whole of shots going in a straight line just there. The issue with the blaster that actually doesn't work that well. Yeah, I think that's just me looking at things. I was obviously worried about how my settings were set up. But there. Oh no, it's because I think I've actually picked up a super shield, or it could be. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I do quite like that now. As you can tell, yeah, I'm actually running low. So, punch him since I've got the super shield on anyway. I do actually have a number of weapons. It was one of the things which I will look at later in this game, is that there's a few other weapons, although one of the things I will say is you spend a lot of your time on the stormtrooper rifle, just purely because that is the rifle with the most ammunition, and so the one that you end up using quite a bit. Now, while I'm faffing, quite clearly faffing, I'm going to talk a bit about the channel. There's some more stormtroopers coming up. So yeah, one of the things, as you might have noticed in the videos, I do mention it, if you couldn't make it out in the intro. Basically, yeah, I'm sure I made some better exclusive there. Where this guy's coming from. Actually, one of the main things was I just really couldn't be bothered. It's saddening to apologise for the lack of professionalism on that part, but this is something I do as a hobby, and there are a few things in life going on. Nothing serious, don't anyone worry, it is just a high workload at work. I've got a lot of other things to do, and so quite often when I come to the end of the day, I'm really just wanting to settle down and play a game just for fun. I'm not record, not talk, that sort of thing, so that's just been kind of the main reason why the output's been low. I have got some ideas to speed it up, which sadly means probably taking on a third game in the grouping. For those of you who are curious, it will be Star Trek Online. The reason for that is I do like Star Trek games, and actually that's what I play a lot of, so my thinking is I should be able to at least motivate myself to make more videos. That's not to say this or Wing Commander are finishing, although it does mean you're probably going to have to wait a lot longer to find out how those end, which I do apologise for. But I just think Star Trek Online will actually be a good one to run in the background for all of this. And indeed we'll see how we got on with that. So yeah, I do apologise for that pause there and the slight jump in the video. I think I've been looking up some instructions. So like I say, this video will be of lower quality and frankly a bit of a mess. So I do apologise there. Now I think I am definitely, to be honest, I am doing the thing you do in a lot of videos, which is use the presence of living enemies to find out if you've been places. I couldn't pull up that. Although, again, as I have pointed out previously, Kyle Katarn kills a lot of people. Yes, they are all stormtroopers. They're all trying to kill you, but I'm not quite getting into the Austin powers. No one ever thinks of the family of ancient territory, but some of these guys might have families. These people weren't guarding like the secret death gates or anything. This is just people guarding a mining colony, a sort of mining facility. You've got to wonder, I think it's just because they have to put in a certain number of enemies to make it exciting. It's very much a feature of these old games. Partly, some of the upshots in your games is that they would put in levels where you might have to try and stealth or try to somehow overcome the baddies in a different way. This would be taking a wee detour. This is actually how you get back to the start of the game. So I think you remember we dropped off something to get out, so this is just your way back, and that's me going, oh yeah, that's happened right there. And here we have the way in, so we're now actually going to get into the facility. Oh, a nice fast lift. But they didn't deactivate. Admittedly, I am currently carrying unbreakable shields, so that's going to give me an advantage. Yeah, this sprite actually missed that guy out point blank. But what I do like is the texture they put in for the scenery. Ooh, yes, that's a new weapon, so this is the fusion cutter. Now, one of the things you might see me do here a bit is I'm trying to find, there is a secondary fire button. For this weapon, it actually had a button which fired all 4 barrels at once. But I can't find it. Now, if you couldn't tell there, I'd actually never got on with the fusion cutter. The kind of barrels firing one at a time never gave you a particularly good level of accuracy, so I usually gave this thing a miss. Actually, one interesting is if you brush up against those twirly bits, you'll hurt yourself. I think I actually do it at some point in this. But yeah, it was just, again, nice little features. You know, there's open equipment. I suppose the Empire aren't big in health and safety, as you can see with a lot of handrails on the Death Star. You know, with that big tunnel. I think I was looking for a door or something. And I find, again, that's one of the major downsides of this. It's actually pretty hard to see the doors. Keep missing that door. I think I was trying to find that secondary fire button still, just to see what happens. Now, I think I actually do find another weapon which I picked up at some point here, which is the, well, we'll see when it comes up, but it should be an Imperial meter. Never was keen on that. So it's the downside of me faffing with the controls, as I keep having to cut out chunks. I do apologise for the jump cuts here, so I have to cut out chunks of me standing there firing weapons at a brick wall, which, you know, I mean, these aren't exactly simple. You might notice I'm using a different weapon though. This was the other thing, the Imperial repeater. Its secondary fire was kind of a triple shot. And yeah, I actually quite liked it. I mean, the reason I didn't use this thing more often was the lack of ammo again. The stormtrooper rifle gets used as kind of your main weapon because stormtroopers keep dropping ammo for it. Oh, there you go, I got hurt by the twirly thing. I'm not quite sure what I was looking for here. Further to get hurt by swirly things. Maybe looking to see if that was a button. But and again, you know, we do have a kind of balance. I'd also like the excessive noise again. Hopefully getting some of this rolled towards where I think without the quite damaging. They always surprised me. I don't know why, but they just always jumped out and surprised me. So I was never keen on those things. I think I was actually waiting for you to bypass it. Which is nice to put in, but they don't often. Surrender immediately! In fairness, it's a mining facility. I haven't actually seen a miner. I suppose it's all robotic. Some sort of possibly not one efficient mining operation. Guys are that interested in the efficiency of mining operations. There's something we've not seen too much of in this game. Again, it was a staple of the game. As you can see, a red door. Oh, also the platforming puzzle, so there's some sort of door. Yeah. Around. Yes, there are red doors, so that's a door I can't open without a key. So I have to find a key, which will presumably be on one of the Imperial officers that I will inevitably gun down. But yes, this was a platforming puzzle. To get across there, you had to kind of time it with the rising and falling of that drill bit. is impressive that you have these moving parts in a level. The build engine was good for that. The build engine can actually do a lot of stuff. And if you look at Duke Nukem, which was another build engine game, it actually had things like moving subways and that sort of thing. I don't know why I was shooting there. Oh, these are the stompy things. Okay, we've got some tons of these stompers in them. Again, though, giving a good impression of coming through the mine. Dug out. Quite effectively conveying, again, with the primitive resources that they had at the time. Oh, there's another key that I need. With the primitive resources at the time, I think they actually do manage to convey this concept of a kind of working mine. We're now past the main drilling head and we're now into the tunnels, although again, purely populated with stormtroopers. Oh, now this bit. Yes, more platform puzzles, and yes, I am trying to avoid it. You can't blame me, first person platform is annoying. There are all these games that do it now. Well, Mirror's Edge, I suppose, is not off. Apparently hanging around to get shot. You think maybe move and take cover, but yes, this was where I was wondering what I was meant to do, if I was meant to try and jump all the way across it. Again, the downside of platform puzzles is you're never quite sure what you're meant to do. So, of course, here's where Genius Boy here decides that maybe I can take a run up, and no. But I'm not dead. Really dead. You might notice that the shots are reverberating. I think they are trying that idea like the trash compactor in A New Hope. Of having certain circumstances which deflect blasters. And yes, I was hoping that, was this me avoiding a puzzle? No, but it's just be back where I was. Back having to do platform puzzles in first person. But yes, where we see here, occasionally checking the map. Possibly just having a little cry at this point. Do some more platforming, because again I don't quite know why I've decided to stand still. Attempt 2 at the platform puzzle. And then I realised that there might be some things off to the side, and then I suddenly realised that the game maybe doesn't want me to hurl myself to my doom, instead it's maybe wanting to, yeah, because that looks like a blue key there, doesn't it? So, should I make a look before you jump? No, and I think, oh, where are we going? Oh, I can actually go back across there quite easily, so then I have to remember where that blue door was. This was largely FPSs. One of the things for all the people get nostalgic about them, at least now we have stuff for you to do beyond travel around this level, find some keys and kill everyone standing. One of the things I will say about modern FPSs is they are actually trying to tell narratives and give you puzzles that are more than just walk to the end of the level, find a button and step back out. Which is a good thing. Like I say, I've got nothing against the game, quite one. One used for a reason, and I do like it. It's just occasionally you do realise the limitations of the older games. Again, I think I'm possibly one of these people that isn't sitting there going, oh yeah, retro games are way better than modern ones. No. Pac-Man's an absolute bona fide classic, but you know, you ask me what I want to spend time with for, you know, spend 3 hours playing, that or Mass Effect. I'll take Mass Effect every time. There's all the people that I killed from across there, so I'm sight of my own slaughter. But being a bit wary, because I am actually up. Fortunately, I have hardly survived being crushed. I think my shield is I don't know what those guys were thinking. Gunning down their mate. They're kind of standing to watch. I guess they didn't like them. Oh, that's Steve. He's an absolute insufferable deal. Yeah, wasn't nicking stuff out the stormtroopers' fridge. No, just like the guy murder. We'll get him after. another big hole. But unfortunately, I'm now remembering to start looking around. If nothing else to go down to the stormtroopers here. I'm just going to stand near an opening. I'm actually changed for now. And the stormtrooper rifle ammo quite seriously. Because I need a weapon with actually a decent supply of ammo. He's just trying to work out my way down. At this point I find out we aren't going to do the last crusade thing. I think I actually find out there's a platform just down here that I can land on. Yes. I feel rather silly. Person platforming. The build engine games were bad for it. I think once they found out that you could run, jump and whatnot in the game, it was suddenly level designers started saying, well actually let's put an awful bit of platforming. It was really tedious. Now you might have noticed that I'm getting given a lot of thermal detonators. For those of you who know game design tropes, getting a whole load of ammo and whatnot was usually a sign that you were coming near a boss fight. Down here, that looks like a thing. And we wander again, you can see the bandoliers. Oh, there's some gun turrets. Maybe let's just walk past one. Just going to try and thermal that. Not that easy to hit. Just taking care of that, and I can also, I know I've got plenty of thermal detonators. I'm not good at remembering the hotkeys for the different guns if you hadn't noticed. Really, trying to find the thing that I meant to press. It's actually in that middle bit. No, sort of, gun turret's the brain of my existence. There you go, defeated. Oh, there's another one. I think what I don't like actually about this, kind of a weird thing about the gun turrets as well, the way they're animated. And everything else is sprites. So your stormtrooper is a sprite that's animated and moves forward. There's the thing I meant to press. And what I noticed was the gun turrets are actually polygons. So they're made up of 3D objects within the game. And I don't know why that kind of annoys me, but it just makes them stick out as an enemy. So there's the thing, there's me placing my charge. There's a noise happening, something's going on. Things are occurring. Oh, that thing's moving. Who should emerge but some sort of wonky robot. So this is a dark trooper in its skeletal form, and I think as well as trying to defeat it, I was actually trying to show you what it looked like. Because one of the things, you might notice some hurling thermal detonators now again. If I'm a good boy, I'll give you a... I think I give you a demo of why. If you look, he's got a shield. So he can actually deflect blasters. He's currently attacking with a sword. In fact, he's killed me with a sword. With a sword, damn it. But don't worry. Kyle Katarn will return. Here he is. Dark Troopers presumably now really surprised that this bloke's woken up. And yep. So that's why I am using the thermal detonator rather than why the game gave you so many of them. So there he is. Too hard. But I do like the idea that he's equipped with a thing that, you know, kind of deflects shots. You know, this basically makes him much harder to kill. And indeed, it means that it doesn't look quite so bad that you notice they gave you a hold with medical packs there. Doesn't look quite so bad that he wiped out there's that door now. So we can now take the shortcut out of the base. But I believe the alarm has been sounded. And I think here I got confused because there's actually a button I've got to press. I did check to see that I wasn't to blow the door down. But yes, there it is, just on the inside. Hard to see actually in that. Again, a bit of bad design there. On the inside of that, not there. No, that's not where you want to go. It was on the inside of that red thing. There's a little panel there. Yeah, quite hard to see. But the idea is it opens the door slowly, and then I think it opens slowly. Obviously, because I've set off a thermal detonator here. Yeah, they all kind of know I'm here. That annoying thing. You have to push a button to open the door again. But yes, Cal Petard now blasting his way out. Obviously the game uses the personal shield conceit. I think that would have been considered a bit cheap in an actual Star Wars film, sadly, to have the characters given personal shields. So yeah, basically this is mission wrap up. Now the next, I'm kind of just noticing that we are coming close to the end of the video. The next mission, the next video up is going to be a Wing Commander one, but it's going to be weird because I actually recorded a Wing Commander one before the end of last year, so back in December 2020. Now the reason I didn't just post it up is because I'm kind of trying to run this as a sequence of, well, initially it was going to be Dark Forces Wing Commander, Dark Forces Wing Commander. I'm now going Wing Commander, Dark Forces, and we'll get the Star Trek Online videos closely followed by that next Wing Commander, but that's going to be a bit of a weird one because, like I say, that was recorded way in the past. So yeah, will be rather disjointed. So yeah, why am I doing it in this order? So I thought I'd let you know that just if you're wondering what's happening. On the channel, I'm still trying to escape this base. I'm still in some underground tunnels. I do get out eventually, don't worry.
Surrender immediately.
The upshot is I've managed to replace most of the stormtrooper ammo that I've expended. Well, maybe not the 300s when it started, but you know, I'm getting there. A nice staircase. Love a staircase. Don't actually. I prefer a lift or an escalator, but as always, the Empire has sent me more stormtroopers. I think this is where I just find the that passage that I found earlier in the level. I think it is this bit here. Do I recognise it? Do I walk straight past it? Or do I walk straight past it? The direction has been good as ever. But I'm so conscientiously picking up all the ammo, don't let stuff go to waste. The rebellion running up the top. That wasn't up there, that's where it dropped down. So we're going to be going through here. Can't remember if the Empire sent any more guards. Stop that ship, blast it. Spotted a guy who's on stormtroopers. This is where the game wants me to go, leading me there with hapless stormtroopers.
Yeah, so overall this is not bad.
It's one of the weird things. We start this game, literally the second level is the attack on Anowat, the Anowat base, and you have Kyle saying, "Yo, oh, yo, we've gone through the thing." And yes, I'm sure the stormtroopers get the same thing, because there's Moldy Crow coming in to pick us up. So, once again, I would like to apologise about the bad sound quality and the kind of inconsistent level of this video. It's not up to my normal standards, but here we are anyway. I'd like to say thank you for watching. Oh, do we have any plot happening? Yes, we've got the exploding planet. Oh, meanwhile, on the Arc Hammer, that ship's collided to come up in the game.
This contemptible excuse for an officer will no longer divulge any more information to
I
that
can't hear what
rebel,
he's saying, so.
Kyle Katarn.
Katarn will not be as easy to deal with. He is very resourceful.
I'm getting he's the one who leaked stuff.
Than even your dark troopers.
I understand the threat, Lord Vader. Katarn was once an impressive Imperial
Yes, all that
officer,
remains me to say is
but he
thank you
was
for watching the video.
gave up
Oh,
on
sorry,
the struggle for our new order. I wouldn't put much faith in his abilities. Katarn will never come near this ship. My new hire will see to that.
It's Boba the Fett in some jerky footage. So yeah, all the reason we say is thank you for watching the video. I always appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, particularly if you liked this me narrating after the effect rather than talking along with, please let me know. It's always worth hearing feedback on that. If you want to talk to me, you can put stuff right down in the comments, or you can talk to me on Twitter. I'm at Pieman70, that's capital P, capital M, and the number 70. All one word. So yes, once again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video, but until then, bye for now.